Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina. I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday, the 27th of March 2023, and this is episode number 142. And a big welcome to everybody. Also, anything that I mentioned today will be down in the description box, and anywhere you can find me is also down in the description box. Okay, all I can say is, wow, we have got a packed episode today. My gosh, you wouldn't believe there's piles of stuff. It's even on the floor. There you go, it's piles of stuff. I've printed off a couple of free patterns to show you and talk about. So we've got some freebies. And yeah, it's mainly, well, it's actually knitting and crochet progress. What I found in the charity shop, I found a couple of bits in the charity shop. I have some lovely nices, and wow, yeah, as I say, oh, and also the little bit of haul that I got from the yarn festival. But as I say, wow, it's going to be a big one this week. Little Elmy's just come in. As you would have seen at the beginning, little Elmy had his playtime on the bed over the weekend, and I couldn't resist it. He doesn't only lay on his blankies, he also plays with his blankies. Bless his little heart. Come on in. You come up and say hello. Good boy. Here we go. He'll probably walk past. Don't walk round. Oh, anyway. He'll go somewhere. You'll probably see him popping in and out. But yeah, as I say, we have got a big one. First of all, I would like to thank everybody that comments on these videos. I know these days, because I used to actually put a comment after every one, didn't I, years ago, when when there was only you know, a few. But obviously doing the 2 videos a week now, sometimes 3, because I am still doing the tutorials. That's just, I'm doing all the prep work. I'm back up in the workroom. It's working for my Etsy shop. So it's all busy. So yeah, so every time that you get a heart means I have read them. If there is a question, I do reply to the questions. So I just thought, you know, so if there's anything that that someone else has asked, there will be a reply to the questions. So yeah. Right then, first of all, I have an announcement to make. Now, my lovely friend Ellie from Craft House Magic. Hi, sweetie. If anybody have seen mine and or Ellie's videos from the yarn festival, you would see that we eventually managed to meet up. I had been hunting for her, she had been hunting for me. Oh my gosh, we'd got people, Hayley and Helen and everybody, all trying to find each other. It's all it is a hole, do you know? How we kept missing each other. And then when we met, he kept bumping into each other. Do you know what I mean? That's just, you know, that is, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I did also meet up with a few that also goes to the Barbara's Day Out that Ellie used to organise before the thing happened. And we had such a laugh there. We really did. Didn't we, Karen? I can't wait. I really can't wait. I've got a date. Anyway, the lovely Ellie is starting up her Barbara's Day Out again. Now, if anybody is new to this, Ellie has got a mannequin, adjuster form, basically, for when she does her dressmaking, and she's always called her Barbara. And there was loads of us that kind of got together, and it kind of happened. I don't know how it originally happened, but I went to the very first one. I know that. And there was loads. She put out on her video, and I put out on my video that, you know, anybody that wants to come and join Barbara's Day Out, because that's what we called it. You know, we sit, we have a bite to eat, we have a drink, obviously a cup of tea or something like that. And we sit and knit and natter or crochet or sew, you know, hand sew, whatever, you know, and put the worlds to right and have a giggle at the same time. It really is a brilliant day. Anyway, good old Ellie, bless her heart, thank you so much, has messaged me this morning saying that she'll be doing her announcement on her Friday, on her Thursday podcast, because she uploads every Thursday. and she's booked it for next month. So Barbara's Day Out, Dunston Hall, which is where we went for the Christmas one, I think. Beautiful there. In the Terrace bar, 16th of April, 3 days after my birthday. Oh, I just realised that. 16th of April at 2 p.m. Now, I have messaged her back, but bless her heart, she's as busy as the rest of us, even more busy with little Jensen. And, oh, I met him, he's so cute. Anyway, so I'm hoping that actually on her one on Thursday, she will say, I'm sure we all contacted her last time, put our names down, and then so she has some numbers to give Dunston Hall, basically, on, you know, who's coming and so on. But yeah, so listen out for Ellie on Thursday, because has got more information than I have. But I've got the date and time. That's important. So it's the 16th of April, which is a Sunday, and at 2 p.m. So please, if anybody wants to, you know, hop on board on this, because it's brilliant. You know, as I say, get in contact with Ellie, or wait till Thursday where she gives you the more information, and then you comment on that video with her. But just to let everybody know, you know, make sure you put down in your diaries the 16th of April. It's brilliant. It really, really is a fun day. Oh my gosh, we do have a giggle. We do have a giggle. Right then, so that's the announcement done. Is there anything else before I hop right into crafting? Oh, beautiful blue sky, white puffy clouds. I've managed to get a whole line of washing dry this morning, which is absolutely brilliant. I was up here, got up early, hung out the washing and done all that, and I was up here working, and because Glenn's on late, and we went, and he went downstairs and was messing around with Elmo. And playing with his toys and stuff, and then I was up here working, and then he called me down for dinner. So because we have a cooked lunch this week, because we have a cooked lunch before he goes to work, so he goes on a full stomach, which I don't know if it's a good thing or not. I really don't, but there you go. At least you have a hot meal. There definitely will be a what have you been up to Wednesday this week. I've got some lovely stuff as always come through. So that is really, really brilliant. So I will be recording that. Okay then, right, so what shall I hop into first? I think I am going to hop into my Coronation blanket. Now, my Coronation blanket... Oh, I'm missing this down there. I'll get it in a minute. My Coronation blanket kit arrived on Thursday, so bear in mind week 3 came out on Wednesday, so I ain't done too bad when you actually see it. Came out on Wednesday, and then so Thursday when my kit arrived, I literally sat in my chair and I started right away. So the actual Coronation blanket is a free pattern made by Anita. Let's have a look. Where's my oh, here it is. It is a crochet along, but obviously, you know, as you know, I'm late. There's quite a few of us that's late. There is a Facebook group, which is really, really good seeing the progress of things as well. So this is actually the blanket when it's going to be finished. And oh, it really is such good fun. It is done in sirdar. I'll get it right in a minute. Sirdar bonus DK. That is what the kit comes. And if you're lucky enough to get a kit, you do also get there it is, a label to sew on the blanket when it is finished. Now I do know, because being in the group, that Wool Warehouse had a delivery over the weekend or the end of last week. Now, was there 700 kits? It might be a bit less than that. And I know that they'd gone they were nearly half done, or was it 400 kits, one of them anyway. But yeah, so there might still be some more on, and there are actually the kit, so there might be some more on Wool Warehouse, I don't know. But try a little independent. I tried an independent, and I just scanned, you know, just googled it and found a little independent shop and did it that way. So okay, now with week 1 you make 4, I was going to say, I thought I did 4 cream ones, granny squares, so that's coming up at the in later on, you'll use those. And then there's Jeanette, I know what you mean now, I do know what you mean. Now these little are called the jewels, little jewels, which are in the outside border, all these different colours. And they are, I know Karen from Stitches and Jacks, she's actually enjoying doing them. They're all right eventually, you know what I mean, after you get going. But you guys are to do, is it 24 with a green? No, you're not. Oh, no, 20 in a green, 24 with a ladybird, 24 of the one of the blues, 20 in a cream, and 8 in a purple. So I'm looking forward to the 8 in the purple. I'm leaving that one till last. So I've got that much done so far, and we don't need them till week 5. So week 4 comes out this Wednesday, so I've still got a bit of time to get those done. But I will let you know, I've done 1 and 2, that's completed, and I've got to start week 3. And here it is so far. I am absolutely loving it. The pattern is so well written. I know that I have been crocheting for a lot of years, and you know, so far I haven't actually, I've watched the introduction video because it is really interesting where Anita has got all the bits, you know, this is the waves are for to represent his Charles's time in the Navy, and then we had this green on now, and that's to do with all his you know, his nature, and because he does a lot for all of that and the ecos and all that, don't he? So yeah, so the first video is definitely worth sitting watching. It really is. But as I say, the pattern is so well written, it is so much fun, and it is hard to put down. It really is. So I'll leave it out because I want to show you something in a moment. So yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to start week 3 in a minute while this is uploading downstairs, and then week 4 comes out on Wednesday. So, and to get your pattern, you go over to Sirdar, and yeah, and then you do all the procedure, and then they eventually email it over to you, and yeah, and then obviously you do what you do with it. And but yeah, it is so much fun. It really is so much fun. Now I must admit, Jeanette from Crafty Clegs, hi. You know, I like anybody, I loved her honesty, and she did say that she, like me, loves the Stylecraft Special yarn, DK yarn for an acrylic. It is soft, it's lovely, but this one always, years ago, it used to be what, especially with crochet, like a squeaky yarn, and it can actually, especially when you're having a moment, you know, a hot flush, and it really is awful, but hey ho. But, you know, it's crocheting up lovely. It really is. It is a bit stiffer than the Stylecraft Special, but to be honest with you, let me feel. Not much, really. Not much at all. No, not much, but just a little bit. But no, I am loving it. Right then, so what I do actually want to say about this is, where is it? I did mention this a couple of weeks ago, but I never had them, and I was going, you know, had mentioned these were available. Now, yet again, lovely Jeanette and her husband Tim, hi Tim, they are such a clever couple. They really are. And as you know, if you follow Jeanette, you'll know about her amigurumi. Oh my gosh, they are just absolutely beautiful. And Tim is very clever with his wood and all stuff like that. Well, anyway, Tim has actually made, and you can buy them in Jeanette's Etsy shop, which is Crafty Clegg Creations. I'll put it there for you. And he has made these little not cards, they're out of wood, little yarn colour charts, that's what they're called. And on there he's actually got, you know, the Coronation, and it is a keepsake because that will go with the blanket. And it's got CR3 because it's Prince Charles. And on the back, I think this is gorgeous. It's Saturday, the 6th of May, 2023. So look at that. I just think this is beautiful. Now, when I mentioned it before, bless her heart, she got in contact with me and said, I would, you know, we'd like to post you, you know, one of these and one of the other things that are also in her shop. And because I mentioned this, and she did, look, where is it? Look, in that beautiful one of their dogs. It's corgis. Are they corgis? I think they are, aren't they? Do you know, my head's gone blank. But yeah, so I put that in the middle of my blanket so I know the right side and the wrong side, because there is a lot of turns in this blanket, but that's absolutely fine. So yeah, so if anyone's interested in these keepsakes, hop over to Jeanette's shop. They are absolutely brilliant. So thank you both so much, you know, for sending me these as a gift. I really, really did appreciate it, but well worth, you know, getting. And what I will do is, when hopefully I should have this finished before the 6th of May, and I'll actually put this on my display with my little corgi dog. He is a corgi, isn't it? Yeah. Dog stitch marker, and that will go on my display downstairs with you know, on my dresser display that I'll do in May. But it is just something as a keepsake. It is special. And let's face it, you know what I mean? We're not going to see it again, are we? Well, we might do, but you never know. You know, it could be a chance of a lifetime. So, yeah, definitely worth celebrating, I will say. Okay, then, right. So, let's pop that back in my little... oh, yes, and I'll show that. I've got everything in my little... notions pouch. This I brought when I went to Edinburgh, and I thought, well, this is definitely appropriate as well for the blanket, because obviously we all know how much the royal family love their Scotland. Oh, beautiful part of our country. Yes, so I've popped that in there, and also, just so you know, I got the little bag and the pin for the when I was at the yarn festival. I know this is all over the place at the moment. I'm not actually keeping in order, am I? It's not helping. I've got me me nicers. I've got me crochet, me bries. Oh dear, miss. Oh well. We'll get there eventually. Yeah. So, and at the moment, I'm actually fitting a lot in this little bag. It's absolutely brilliant. It really, really is. Now, what I am going to say is that with this yarn, I was having trouble yet again getting it from the middle, and I could have skeined it all up and all that lot, but I thought, well, by the time I'm caking it up, I could be here crocheting. So I got out, let me put this here, my old little wooden thing. Gosh, these came out years ago, didn't they? And I kept having trouble with it spinning off like that when I was working on it, when I was crocheting. And I know there is a new one out called the Genie, isn't it? Yarn Genie, and it's actually in holder and mid-air and all this, that and the other, and magnetised and all this. But Glenn and I have come up with an idea that it seems to work absolutely brilliant. So if anyone's got one of these and still having the same trouble, because mine kept slipping and falling over, we've got it solved. So what we've done is, to keep this part in here, because that kept coming undone as well, we've just popped a little bit of fabric in there so it's really lodged in tight, and popped a hole in it. So now that fits on there absolutely fine, and it spins absolutely lovely. Then on Saturday evening, because I was crocheting away, and I said to Glenn, I said, I've got a little table that sits in front of me. And I said, Glenn, my little yarn holder keeps coming forward, keeps moving across my table. I said, have you still got that slip stop that you use for your, he's boilie making stuff for his fishing? He said, I have got a bit of that actually, because you can buy it in packets from the pound shop. Do you know what I mean? It's not expensive. I know you only need a little bit, but you know what I mean? It's worth it. And so anyway, on Sunday, we got a little piece. He just happened to have black, and he glued it on for me, and he cut round it. Now that sits on my table. It doesn't move an inch. Honestly, it doesn't move at all. And so I get me yarn. So it's that end, because this is the that's what I've just been working on with these, the little jewelry things. And yeah, honestly, it sits there and it doesn't move, and it just spins, and then I can just take it from the outside. So in this little bag, believe it or not, I have got that yarn holder with the ball of wool on. Then I have my blanket. I also have my notions pouch, and it all sits in there absolutely perfect. Absolutely brilliant little bag that is. So this is in my Yarndale bag. When I went a few years ago, about 4 years ago now, to Yarndale, is the actual kit for the Coronation blanket. I am going to have a look out for, because I'm assuming that some of the shops will have a like bag for life with it all on. I'm hoping they do anyway. So I'll get one of those, and then I'll transfer that into there, so it's all the Coronation related. Oh look, we've got a room. We've got a gap. So anyway, that's enough about the Coronation blanket. But I will say, if anybody is actually thinking about doing it, please go on and do it. It's brilliant. Very well written. So she does have videos there as a backup if they're needed. She does claim that it is suitable for beginners up. So yeah, you know, it is so much fun. And if you are like a beginner, then you are going to learn new well, basically at the moment we've used trebles, double trebles, half trebles. This is your UK. And a double. So you know what I mean. So you're going to learn new stitches and make all your way. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait to start seeing them finished. I really can't. It's just so much fun. It really is. Okay then, right, so next up I have 2 finished objects. Yep, let's sit backwards. As you know, for Christmas, my lovely Glenn brought me the kit for the fireside blanket by addic 24, the lovely Lucy. And he got me the blanket from Wool Warehouse for Christmas. And I've had this finished now, a couple of weeks. But, I absolutely love it. Look at those colours. Oh, my gosh. Absolutely love it. I actually sit this, I drape it over my chair and sit on it really. But, you know, because my Elmy, bless his little heart, you know we all love Elmy. He, I saved really hard. I made lots and lots of bags. This was a couple of years ago, and brought myself one of those special, well, I wasn't measured or nothing, but it was just one that, you know, kept me upright and everything, and high off the ground so I could sit more upright. And then Elmo moved in. What more can I say? He's plucked it. I've tried everything not to say, come on boy, you're not allowed to do this. Oh my dear me. But I will say I've crocheted this blanket and I lay it so I'll sit on it on the cushion, and it lays over the arms and it covers the arms. Touch wood, he's been a good boy. Yeah. So this will go back on my chair in a moment. Right, I have another finish, so hold on. You all know that I was doing the hexagon blanket. No, I weren't. The hexagon cardigan by Crafting a Cuppa. Oh my gosh, I thought I'd forgotten that. Crafting a Cuppa, and her name is Nancy, I'm sure it is. And I was just doing one out of one colour yarn as a bed jacket, which at the moment I'm not needing, but hey ho. And anyway, and it was yarn that I picked up in the charity shop last year. Well, I finished it, and oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. I really do. It's hard to believe that these are actually 2 hexagons. You do a little back panel to join them, but you'll see in a minute, because I have started another one and I'll show you a bit more in a moment. And yeah, and then you do a lovely band. Now you can, which I am going to do on my other one, take the sleeves, join up and do sleeves, and then filter them in and put a cuff on. And you can also make it longer, the length you want. But as I say, as a bed jacket, because I didn't want it long, I just wanted it to sit nicely. And I tell you what, I thoroughly enjoyed making this. I really, really did. Okay then, so that's the two finishes. Oh, here we are. Right, so as I said, I have cast on another one of the hexagon cardigans, and this one I'm doing in all the yarn that I get from Home Bargain. Now you'll recognise some of these from my flower cardigan and from the cardigans that I've made Rebecca, and I just went out and brought the navy when they had it in stock. And this, I am using a 4 mil hook. On that one I used a 4.5 because that DK yarn was a bit more pumph, bit more poofy, you know. Anyway, and but on the Coronation blanket you use a 4 mil for the main, but for the little Jemmy Watsits you use a 3.5. So I'm on the second part of the body, but I'll show you the first part. So yeah, this one is definitely going to be a bit more rainbow than the other one. So yeah, so that's the first side done. And the back panel, I'm just going to do plain navy. I'm going to do plain navy round the neck, but I can't decide whether to do plain navy on the sleeve and cuffs yet. I don't know. I will see how I feel when I get to that part. And oops, well, that's unusual for me. I haven't put a stitch marker in there. That's well unusual. And I'm this far on the second hexagon, and yes, it doesn't lay flat. It won't lay flat. If it lays flat, then you're not going to get this part. You ain't not going to get it to do that. So yeah, this is the second side. So once that is done, then it is basically just putting the back panel in, which is again just a few rows of what's the names, grannies, and then, as I say, round there, and then you do what you want with your sleeves and so on. But I am absolutely loving it. I really am. It's going to look nice with a nice pair of jeans and a top. And they are so warm. They really, really are warm. At the show, there was loads of them, because there was, if you made one, you could get a ribbon, and Mishka made one. Oh, this was lovely. So, yeah, there was some bright ones. There really was. But it was lovely seeing all the different colourways. And as I say, I think Mishka, I don't think I saw another, because Mishka did a plain black, but edged it in here with red. Oh my gosh, that did look lovely, because she does like her black. She does. Oh, well, I say that when she was out there buying sock yarn, it was all bright and colourful, but she likes bright feet and black everywhere else. Oh, it did make me laugh. But yeah, there was some stunning ones. There really was. Okay then, right, so now we have a bit of knitting. Right, I did mention this a few weeks ago, and I have just been picking this up in the evening to have a break from the crochet at the moment. I'm itching to get back onto my cross stitch, but I was just having the time. It really, really is. But I'll get there. I will get there. Now, as you know, I got my 24 out of the 25. I got 24 minis from the lovely Davina. Hi Davina, in last year's advent that she sent me. Absolutely beautiful. And then on Instagram, Jules from So Sweet Violet, so this was a few weeks ago now, but on her Instagram this pattern for the slouch socks. Well, she put how many inches. You can use a vanilla pattern, but it is a toe up, but you could still do a cuff down, because all it basically is a plain ribbed sock. Well, ribbed ain't plain, is it? No, it's a ribbed sock but with a longer leg, because that's what's make it a slouch. Okay, so yeah, so you could quite easily just do your normal recipe and do it top down, or toe up. You know, I happen to do it at toe up because that's just what I fancy doing at the time. So I have caked up all the 24, and on Jules's pattern instructions on her Instagram feed, she said to go from the, when you finish the heel and then change to a bigger size needle and then go up to 12 inches, I think it was. And I thought, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I ain't quite at 12, but I'm nearly there, and I've already done 9 out of the 24. So I thought what I'll do is I'm going to make mine extra slouchy so I can use up all the yarn. And so I'm going to do 12 for one sock and 12 for another sock at the moment. You wait till you see it in a minute. It's looking long, but I have tried it on, and actually it's going to be really cool, because I think when I'm actually like next autumn winter, when I've got my leggings and that on, and these or a longer dress, and I'll be pushed down, they are going to be really, really comfortable on the old legs. Actually, they are really good. So anyway, as I say, I'm on colour halfway through colour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, halfway through colour 9. And what I'll do is I'll go up to 11. I'll do 11, and then 12, I'm going to go down a needle size again, back down to my 2.5. And then I'll do a rib, and then, because it's going to be quite a wide rib, and then I'm going to fold it over. So my slouchy socks is going to be pushed down, and then it's going to have a turnover. So anyway, this is the length of the sock. There's my foot. And so yeah, this is colour. This was day 1, 2, 3, 4 is that one with the heel. Then there's 5, 6, 7, 8, and then halfway up 9. And I thought, well, you know, otherwise I'm going to have some little bits and bobs left over. I might as well just make an extra slouchy sock. And I'm enjoying sitting doing it. Well, it's 2 by 2 rib. And obviously I did plain on the bottom of the heel, of the foot. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'm nearly halfway through. So as soon as I get halfway through, I will just, as I say, 11, I will do number 12 as the rib. And then I will basically from number 13, I will start the toe up again on the other sock. So yeah. You know, that's probably going to take me a little while, but it's a lovely grab project. It really is. And so this morning when I was there eating my breakfast, I had my sock, this out, and I was waiting for the wash machine. So, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that is in there. Okay, then. Right, so let's pull these up. And these. Right, okay. Now, so they're nices. These are freebies. So let's talk freebies, shall we? Right, so as you all know how much I love Addic 24, and as soon as this blanket, the Coronation blanket, is going to be finished, I always have a crochet blanket on the go in the background somewhere. And the lovely Lucy from Addic 24 has actually, I think this crochet along is finished, but all her patterns are on her blog and they're free. And I have actually, I've just so I could show you it really, and I didn't do the picture. Right, it's called the Spring Frost Blanket. The colours she used are absolutely beautiful, but I won't. I'll just be using out of stash, as we do, or anything that's left over, if there is anything left over from the Home Bargains yarn, basically. And yeah, because the pattern, the stitch pattern is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, if you go over to her blog, you know what I mean, and then you go to the end and there is their print off pattern, so then you don't get all the pictures and stuff, you just get the written instructions, so which is absolutely brilliant. Okay then, or if you wanted the kit, obviously, well, Warehouse is the ones that back her on this, on her, all her crochet alongs, on her blankets. But what I do like about this is she actually gives you the instructions when you're doing the crochet along is for a single bed size. But actually on the pattern, and this is on all her patterns, you actually get the stitch count and how many stripes that you've got to do for a baby blanket, lap throw, single bed, double bed, or a king size. I always do the single, and I've got 2 or 3 downstairs now, which is the single, I might be adventurous next time and actually do a king. We'll see how adventurous I am, shall we? So yeah, it says here 2 yarn packs, but do you know what I mean? 133 stripes. Okay, but that's all right. As I say, I just want to use up yarn. That's all I want to do, is just use up my double knitting yarn. So, anybody interested in a new blanket, then hop over to Lucy. She's got it on her blog. Also, if you remember, a few weeks ago now, a lovely lady and her dog Buster, and I've got them over there and I can't get them. Yeah, well, she gifted me the pumpkin and I call it the Elmo and pumpkin quilt, don't I, that I demonstrated with, and I did that as a tutorial. And there was also the mini charm pack. Now I'm going to be making, next to my chair is my trolley this side, and then there's a little coffee table, which is where I have my cup of tea, obviously, and I keep all my other little bits and bobs. And at the moment there is a little quilt on there, but it's not my kind of fabrics, but it covers up the little table. Anyway, so I am going to be making, with some of the charm pack, because I don't need all of it, because I'm going to put a little border on it and everything, and I'm going to do a little quilt for that top there. So yeah, it's all going to be pieced on the machine, that is. But what's left over, because there's going to be a couple of the little squares, because there's 42 and it's 6 sevens of 42, and I don't want that. I want it square. So I'm probably going to have 3 or 4 of them, and that's going to go across the front. So I've been doing some research, and I thought to myself, ready for autumn. I know we already just hit spring, like, because our clocks went forward this weekend, just gone, didn't they? But I've actually found online free, okay, from plush addict, a free hot water bottle cover. And I thought this is going to be superb, because I've got my quilt behind me on my chair. I'll be sitting on my fireside blanket. I'll have nice and cozy when the weather, with me slouchy socks. Oh, I tell you, I'm going to be right cozy, ain't I? I really am. And I'm going to make my hot water bottle cover out of the fabrics that are left over, because there is also, I think, I can't remember if it was a 1/2 metre or a metre of a fabric that is you know, that goes with the kit, basically. And also there is a couple of pieces that I had left over that I'm going to make a bag with, and oh my gosh, you know what I mean, I'm still doing some work with this, but this is absolutely brilliant. This, now they say here that the seam allowance is all included. Now what I will do is I've got my hot water bottle, obviously, because I love my hot water bottle. And so I'll lay it on and see how it goes. But you need to have copy 2 of copy A, copy 2 of pattern A, copy 2 of pattern B, and then you need 1 of pattern C. Now I will cut these out ready for next week, and I'll show you how I put them together, because obviously for that to go on there is going to be the front fixed, and then these 2 here, because they're separates, are going to be the back, but that part has got to go on there, so you have a little bit of a ridge. But I will cut them all out, and I want to see if, I don't know if I have to take it down a bit. I don't want it tight on my bottle. I want my bottle to be nice and loose in there. So yeah, I am going to make I'm so excited. So with the fabric that's left over from my little tablecloth, I am going to make a Elmo and pumpkin hot water bottle cover. As I say, I'm just going to be so cozy, and so yes, so anybody that's interested in a hot water bottle covers, go over to plush addict. Honestly, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to get that started. I'm hoping that I'll get back into the routine like I was that I was actually doing shop work Monday to Friday, and then Saturday up here doing little bits of sewing for myself. Sunday, day of rest, because I always used to be day of rest. So okay then. Right, now, as I say, I didn't get a lot from the East Anglia Yarn Festival, but I didn't go for that really. I went, you know, to meet up with people that I'd not seen for ages, and that was the fun. And Mishka, that was her first show. Oh my gosh, she thoroughly enjoyed it, and yes, she's got the bug. So we both got, so we could keep them, a show guide. And I do keep my show guides. I've got the one from the Edinburgh Yarn Festival still. I've got the one from Yarndale. I keep them all. And I think I've still got some as well from Fibre East when they were up and running. And I've got my wristband there because that's like one of them cloth ones, as if you've been to a concert thing. Yeah, I know. I've got my Yarndale one up there, and I keep on my thingy. Oh, I just keep everything. So that will go with all the others. Now, I did actually get crochet. Now, I did have one of these patterns in mind, and I said to Mishka about it on the way up. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, wow. There is a cardigan called the cardigan. Now, I've knitted it. I brought the pattern in Edinburgh, and Glenn brought me the yarn to knit that for my birthday that year. That was it, I remember. And it's got colour work on the yoke with little cats, and yeah, so it's called the cardigan, and it's absolutely beautiful to knit. It's a top down, all in one, blah blah blah. Well, anyway, I see on when I was scanning through what traders are going to be at the show. Oh, Elmo with his pom pom. Hello, babe. Who are going to be at the show, I noticed that the crochet chain has done a cardigan. Look, it's the cardigan, but it's crocheted. I know, isn't it just amazing? So it's called the Crochet Sinister Cardigan, okay, and it's by Diana Benstead. And it's actually from the crochet chain. And wow, I can't wait to get this on the hook. But as I say, at the moment, I've got that. And I'll get that cardigan, the hexagon cardigan, off the hook. And this is going on. This is done in a 4-ply. Now, there is, what she was saying was that there was a lot of, obviously, everybody knows, or a knitter would know about the cardigan, because that hit, you know, the knitting world big, didn't it, about 4 years ago? Because when I went to Edinburgh, everybody was wearing them, and they're absolutely beautiful cardigans. And so people kept asking her, the designer of the cardigan, about if there was a crochet version. So she actually contacted the crochet chain, and the story, you know, the pattern came alive basically. But look at it, I cannot wait. And that's the back. It is done all in like top down, as you see. So it's top down just like the knitted version, and I just can't wait. I really cannot wait. So as soon as we hit the crochet chain stall, and I said to Mishka, I said, I wonder if they've got the cardigan. I said, because I've seen that on their you know, on the traders list, and the actual cardigan was there on a dummy. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I really can't wait. Now, I have some 4-ply that I had left over from one of my other crochet cardigans. So I've got to have to work out to see if I've got enough and go from there. But I tell you what, I just cannot wait. So as soon as that other one comes off the hook, this is definitely going on. And it is so... I can't show you anything inside because obviously it's a paid for pattern, but there is pictures, and it's, oh, that's it. I remember now. It's steeked. I've never steeked crochet in my life. Now, I've steeked 2 knitted. I did my Katie Green dog one was steeked, and my cardigan was steeked. I think that's the only 2 I've done. But this is actually, and if you look, where is it? Here. See, I think you just drag the chain over and then go across, and but inside it shows you how to do the steeking, and basically because you cut up by the looks of it, and then you do the crochet chain like you would if that was for the knitting one. But I've never ever done a crocheted steeking. I'm so excited about that. And also I got some lovely ribbon that's up there with my in my Katie Green section right up there, and it's and I've got some beautiful ribbon, so I think I'll put that on, because I do always put ribbon on the inside of mine when I'm steeking. And then because I've got that for my cardigan for the mushrooms, yeah, toadstools one. And yeah, so I will and I'll just buy some more off of Katie, and then yeah, so I'll do that. So excited about that. Also, because I couldn't resist, from the crochet chain, she had at the back of her the most amazing, and I mean amazing, crocheted shawls. And I just happened to pick up this pattern. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It's called the, oh, I would. The oh yeah, I ain't even gonna bother going there. That's what it's called. Okay, the big one. Okay, yet again by Diana Benstead. Okay, but yet again, as I say, her patterns are just brilliant, absolutely brilliantly well written. And these were £7 each, which I didn't think were bad, because they are actually little books. So yeah, this one does say intermediate. Oh, hasn't got it on there. Has it got it inside? No, it hasn't actually given her WhatsApp for that one. But it will be the cardigan that goes on the hook anyway. Then, oh my gosh, yes, I got to tell you this. As you would have seen on last week's video, oh, Humphrey came. So he had a lovely day out with me and Mishka. If you see him on the dashboard when we were travelling, and then we had lunch with him. And then when we went to see her lovely Kelly, oh, wow, just so nice seeing Kelly. Went and see lovely Kelly. We brought him in the basket on her stand, and then I had to do it. Toft were there, so he went over and met the Toft ladies. Kerry weren't there, the actual, you know, owner of Toft, but two of her staff were, and they were absolutely lovely ladies. They really, really were. And I said, I've got Pumphrey. I said, one of my lovely ladies made me Pumphrey, so I've got to tell you. So it's Denise and Marie. Pumphrey went on the Toft stand. It was so cool. And last year for Christmas, Glenn was after trying to get this book for me from Toft, but because of the postage and everything, we didn't want to risk it. So I said to him, I said, what I'll do is I'll get it while I'm there. So I couldn't resist. I got, of course, the 18 crocheted sheep patterns. So in this little book, and it's £10, in this little book, you get 18 of her patterns. Look at that on the back. There's ones with horns. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. So yes, let me see if I can find the one. There it is. No, this is it. I can't show you the thingy. But look, you little lords, isn't it cool? So I will be definitely making some of these in the future. So, but I was just so excited to get Pumphrey out, and he met the Toft girls. It was just so cool. It really was. Right then, okay, how far are we now? Right, we've got 3 more things to talk about, and then I'll leave you in peace, okay? Right then, so last week I went out, and I ventured not far, because I was just so bad. I spent 2 days in bed after the show, but hey ho, that's life. Anyway, and I went to one of my favourite charity shops, and if anybody's been here right from the beginning, actually, you will know that I collect old crochet magazines and stuff. I've got them when they're so old, and I mean, oh, the adverts, oh, they're just amazing. Well, anyway, they had the tour here for 50p. This is a little like, because I love doing doilies, and what are they called? Oh my gosh, I've done it now. where is my book? I've got doilies, blah, 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 blah. No, it's not that. Oh, oh, I can't find it. Knitting. Oh, there it is. I just needed to find the word, that's all. I've got it. And I love doing filet crochet with the crochet cotton and a really, really tiny crochet hook. And the more older ones you go into, they are more that kind of work, to be honest with you. But I picked this up. It's like a little a book more than anything, but it's got the old money on it, and I'm trying to see some of them. Then they never used to date them, which is this one has 1963, so 7 years before I was born, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's some gorgeous stuff in this. There's filet. Look at this little top. If you're brave to wear that these days, I wouldn't wear it. I'd have to be brave. But there's beautiful work, absolutely gorgeous stuff in this. Oh, and I love the picture. Look at that advert. That picture. That's, I don't quite know why she's there actually. Oh, it's the belt. Oh, it is too. Look, it's the belt. Oh my gosh. Wow. But yeah, I love reading through them. Also, this one I pick up every time I see it in a charity shop. Now, this was £1.20, so this must be after 1974, because that's when the new money came in, wasn't it? 1994! Wow! I weren't here, I went in the country. This is the Crochet Monthly. But oh my gosh, look at them. And that one on the back there is absolutely stunning. But oh my gosh, there is some beautiful doilies and stuff that you think, wow, did people really make those? These are beautiful. Look, I absolutely love them. And I still say, you know, I mean, a dressing table just looks beautiful with them all on, don't they? They really, really do. So I picked those two up for 50p each. Then also I was, I think this was 50p or 20p as well. I also scanned through some of the actual patterns for knitting or crochet. If it's got a specific stitch that I like on it, and then I try and transfer that over to something else. And this is Peter Pan, and it's 4-ply, and it is a baby cardigan. I know, but you know, you never know. I might have to make a cardigan one day. But I just love that stitch here. So I will definitely be using that on something in the future. So that's why I pick up little things like that. Okay then, right, so now we're going to go into the nices. Right, now, while we were actually at the show, lovely Mishka, oh dear, you've all heard of the Herdy stuff. She got me a Herdy pen. Oh, it's so nice to write with. It really, really is. It's got a little lid on it, so it don't get all... So that goes in my project bag with my Coronation WhatsApp. And also my lovely friend Sue. Hi Sue. She went to the show on Saturday, and obviously I went on the Sunday, so we missed each other. But fingers crossed we'll be able to meet up at Barbara's day out. And because Ellie was there for she went to the knit night for a bit, and then she went for the 2 days. And Sue turned around and she said, if you see Davina tomorrow, or when you see Davina tomorrow, can you pass on this to her for me, please? And Sue, thank you so much. I haven't read it yet. I am going to be. But she has beautiful little book, The Flower Hunter's Cottage. And it's got here, is a light-hearted romance set in Scotland. Oh, dear me. It's part of a series, but can be read on its own. It's about a gardener and a quilter. Perfect. So yeah, I can't wait. And also in it there was this beautiful little card from Emma Ball. I love Emma Ball's cards, and which is a little message from Sue. Oh, so thank you, Sue, so much. Then my Glen surprised me with, because he knows how much I love my Agatha Christie, because I do. I'm always watching them on the telly. And I just happened to mention that I'd rewatched The Clocks, because I do like that one. And anyway, all of a sudden I'd been... Oh, it's when I was still actually in my rough moment after the show, and I'd been laying in bed, and I came, got up, and he'd come in from work, and he said, yeah, he said, this is something for you. And he actually got me a second-hand copy of Agatha Christie, The Clocks. Oh, I can't wait to read it. But as I say, I've got quite a list of stuff to read, so I am really, really looking forward to reading this. It is such a good story. It really, really is. I just love it. Absolutely love it. And I was saying to him, you know, what a pretty lady. Wasn't she, eh? Absolutely lovely. Yeah. So I am really, really going to enjoy doing that. So that's another Agatha Christie to my collection. Right. When I saw my lovely Kelly, I was at her stand. Her stand was amazing. You all know how great her yarn is. I've used her yarn for a few bits and bobs. She put it in a nice posh bag. So this one is the Rainbow Chronicles. Look at those colours. That one is just phenomenal. But look at those colours. As I say, and this one is the Iron Bridge collection. Sorry about the crinkling. I'll show you the back actually. So these are the two that I chose, and Kelly gifted me these. So they are going to become a new crochet pattern. As I say, I will get some of these things off of the hooks and the needles, and then I'm going to be set up here and doing some designing, because that's going to take some work. This one is going to be yeah. So we have 10 20 gram minis. What are you doing? What are you doing, sweetie? And here is also 10, if I remember rightly, I'm sure that's what she said, 10 20 gram minis. So yeah, so I will definitely be using these this year, and will to design a new crochet pattern. So Kelly, thank you ever so much for gifting that to me, so I can, you know, do the pattern. It's really, really appreciated. He's got his head in the bag now, bless his heart. Oh, there we go. There you go. Say hello. Say hello. Go on. Right then, okay, so we're near the hour. I knew it was going to be a long one, this one. But just to wrap it up, now he's playing with the toilet roll. Right, just to wrap up this week's video. Now, I have actually got a couple of one-offs that I will be popping in the shop when I have my update this week. Now, I will tell you on Wednesday, because I'm going to be doing these. These are going to be finished. He's run off with it. He's chewing it. Oh, not chewing it. He's ripping it up. So yeah, when I finish these are going to be going in the shop, and these are going to be going in the shop. So if they go in tomorrow, we'll say tomorrow. Yeah, we'll say tomorrow or Wednesday, okay? But I'll definitely let everybody know on Wednesday's video. So, but these two here, that are one-offs. Now, this has never been used, but when I was teaching crochet, I used to I designed this project bag, and I used to teach it, you see. And as I say, so it was only used as a, you know, as a show on what people were going to learn. So it's the crocodile stitch, and it's got crochet bottom. It's got a little cardboard base, and then you've got your pulls, and then inside it's fully lined. And then on the bottom, you've got that purple there. So yeah, so this will definitely be going in the shop, you know, if anybody wants it. Then if not, you know, it saves it sitting here doing nothing. So yeah, that's, you know, a nice size project bag. Right, so that will definitely be going in the shop this week. Also, if you remember, let's move that out of the way. I was a bit disappointed in this. Not what was made, but what happened. This is another quilt top. This is the only one. No, I know I sold my last one, my hexagon one, but this is the last one. There's going to be no more. And this one is a bit smaller. But I pieced this one by hand. No, I didn't. I pieced this one on the machine. And on the little squares, on so many little squares, I hand appliqued, which is bonded blanket stitch. I did little things. You'll see in a minute. And I made it as a present for somebody that was having a baby. Anyway, I made the quilt top and was told they didn't like it. Yeah. So it went off in the corner and I didn't feel like finishing it after that. So I will see if I can put it on the bed and actually get a little video of it, and I'll pop it on at the end. But let's make sure my little lad ain't behind me. So there's a little bunny, there's other fabrics and a car, there's a little boat. Can you see that? Yeah. There is a little bird. There is an apple. Oh dear, right. So all these little bits have all been sewn on. There's a house, an umbrella, a little flower, and then there's a teddy bear. Oh, there's a fish and a heart, and then on the last one there is a fish in the heart. And if you notice, every one of the applique blocks has little red round it, so they stand up, and all the rest are you know, little squares that have been stitched together. But as I say, it is let's see, there it is. It's one you'll be able to see. It is all that's hand stitched, and these is hand embroidered, the ones that needed it. So yeah, so rather than it sitting here doing nothing, because, you know, I've got no one to give it to now, I really haven't. So if anybody would like to, it's going to go in the shop, in the Etsy shop. So if anybody would like to finish it off, then, you know, it's a bit smaller than the hexagon one because I haven't bordered it. So you're going to have to border it if you want to make it bigger. But obviously all the measurements and everything will be up there. So yeah, as I say, this will be the last one. But yeah, you know, I thought it was okay. It's not the fact that they didn't like the quilt top, they didn't think that it was right for the person. Yes, if I put it that way. Yeah, basically she was having a girl and she thought this was a bit too boy. But as I say, it was a few years ago. It was quite a few years ago. So, yeah. But, you know, everybody's different, isn't they? You know, everybody is different. If it didn't go with what she wanted, then there you go. Anyway. So that will be going in the shop. What I might do is, yeah, I will definitely, what I'll say is, I will definitely put the quilt top and the bag into the shop tomorrow. If these are finished, these will go in tomorrow afternoon at the same time. If not, these will go in the day after. But, you know what I mean, in my plans, I'm going to say everything will go in tomorrow afternoon. Okay, they'll be photographed and in tomorrow afternoon. As I say, I will actually lay this on top of my bed and take a little video of it, and I'm going to put that at the end of this because we're over an hour now, so we might as well just make it more. That's what I say. Okay, he's left now, but I'll show you, look, what he's done with my toilet roll. I use this for my nose, when my nose runs. Look what he's just done, and then bimbled off and left me. He's a lovely lad, isn't he? All right then, so I am going to love you and leave you. You're probably fed up with me gassing now. I reckon you're fed up with me gassing half an hour ago. Anyway, so please... Oh, he's running around. So, as always, please take care, stay safe, and as always, my lovelies, happy crafting, and I'll see you Wednesday. Bye!